Yo, what up, YouTube? What up, boxing fans? Bernard the Executioner Hopkins, one of these age-old defensive masters of boxing. He is an expert in not getting hit. He knows how to really neutralize his opponent's punches, and he's an expert at taking away his opponent's best punch. Consider Kelly Pavlik. He completely took away Kelly Pavlik's monster right hand. Consider Winky Wright. He nullified that jab from the beginning of the fight. Oscar De La Hoya barely landed his left hook. Need I go on? He is fighting well into his 40s, and he just celebrated his 48th birthday, and he is challenging one of the light heavyweight champions once again, Taroris Cloud. This has... I think it's going to be a decent fight. A lot of people are turned off by Bernard Hopkins' style, but you have to respect his craft. Any true boxing fans really appreciate the performances Bernard Hopkins has given us in his 40s, like that draw and finally the victory against Jean Pascal, like his one-sided domination of Antonio Tarver, like his win over Kelly Pavlik. He always finds a way to come back. And after losing to Chad Dawson, when's the last time you see Bernard Hopkins lose twice in a row? It was Jermaine Taylor, 2 controversial decisions. Taroris Cloud has shown us a lot. So what are Taroris Cloud's chances of upsetting Bernard Hopkins? I'm telling you, it would be an upset if Taroris Cloud won the fight. What are his chances? Well, you gotta look at styles, man. Styles make fights, right? Well, Taroris Cloud is pretty much a stalker that wants to cut off the ring and throw a large volume of punches, right? That's what he did when he got outboxed against Gabriel Campillo. That's what he did in all his other victories, He's sort of one-dimensional. He doesn't throw too much skill in there. He stalks you, wears you down, and takes you out, That's how he beat Glenn Johnson. That's how he beat Clinton Woods. That's how he knocked out Yusuf Mack. But Bernard Hopkins is a different kind of animal. And in the Gabriel Campillo fight, it showed us lateral movement, steady jab, and angles will really give Taroris Cloud problems. So what did Bernard Hopkins do against Kelly Pavlik? He did just that. He used masterful foot movement, and his foot movement is still among the best. The real issue here is the style of Taroris Cloud is the style that Bernard Hopkins has always had success against. He's always beaten guys like Kelly Pavlik, Felix Trinidad, that one-dimensional stalker, even a little more advanced Antonio Tarver. He's just beaten all these guys that have the style of Taroris Cloud. So what happens when these two get in the ring? Taroris Cloud is going to have the same problem he had against Gabriel Campillo. And this is exactly why, Bernard Hopkins, the other thing he's so masterful at is knowing when to choose his opponents. He chose to fight Ronald Winky Wright at the perfect time, right after that back and forth fight with Jermaine Taylor, and then he got a victory over Ike Quartey. Bernard Hopkins knew to face Ronald Wright right at that point, right when he showed a sign of weakness. He wasn't really a prime right after that Jermaine Taylor draw. It was a draw against Jermaine Taylor. Like Roy Jones, he knew exactly when to fight Roy Jones, well past his prime. I believe it was, well after the Glenn Johnson knockout loss and losses to Antonio Tarver after that. He knew exactly when to fight Jean Pascal, right? This is after that victory where he beat Chad Dawson, but Chad Dawson was right on the heels of hurting Pascal late in the rounds, and he knew he had the style to beat Pascal because Pascal can't fight on the inside. So now look at here. Taroris Cloud just had a controversial victory over Gabriel Campillo, where in many viewers' eyes, Campillo should have won by outboxing Taroris Cloud. Well, what a great time to capture a light heavyweight title. Bernard Hopkins choosing the perfect opponent at the perfect time to, capture another championship, and that's exactly what he's doing here against Taroris Cloud in the Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York. That's what it is, guys. I see Bernard Hopkins winning this fight by unanimous decision, and I just think he's going to thoroughly outbox Taroris Cloud. For now, it is what it is, guys. Peace out, take care.